It's an honor to be here to talk about how we may be able to use Web3 technology to help Kyoto to have a new economic model. First, let me do a quick personal introduction. Originally, I was born and grew up in China, attended University and Science and Technology of China. I majored in mathematics. But 32 years ago, I went to US to pursue my PhD in mathematical statistics. Then, in 1994, with some other American students from Purdue University, we started a .com internet company. It was very successful for some time. Actually, in 1998, our company went IPO in NASDAQ. After that, I also did something RFID. Today, we are here. We are in this Kyoto Smart City Expo. So back in 2003, we were working on RFID, which actually is a fundamental technology for a smart city, in my opinion. That company also went IPO in NASDAQ. But after that, due to some personal incident, I decided to return to China. We started a speech technology company called iFlyTech. Today, iFlyTech is still publicly listed in China. I think last time I checked it, its market cap this morning is more than 10 billion US dollars. It used to be more than 20 billion US dollars, but somehow it shrunk half the size, but still not bad. After that, I decided to do something for fun. I co-founded a project for 3D movie with a very, very popular rock star in China. He's really like the Bob Dylan of China. And then I co-founded a sports company with the biggest football commentator of China. Here you see over there, that's my business partner for my sports company. And finally, in 2017, I co-founded a blockchain company with Dutch football star Wesley Sneijder. Wesley and I have known each other since 2010 when he was, the European Champions League Cup champion, Italian Serie A champion, all this, and also he won the World Cup runner-up that year in South Africa. My young friend got to know me in that year, and we started to do business together. In 2017, we started a blockchain business based in Singapore. It was quite successful until last year. We had to shut down our business in China. But now we are still in the process of restarting it up in Singapore. In 2020, when pandemic came up, I was in my office in Holland. Then I decided to find a place which, in my opinion, will be nice and peaceful. That's how I ended up here in Japan. I flew from Amsterdam to Tokyo, and I have been in Japan since then. To today, I have been here in Japan almost 2 years and 7 months. I really, really like Japan. I feel Japan is the best place I have been to in all the countries I have stayed in my life in the whole world. Japan is the best. I love the Japanese culture, Japanese food, especially the place I love the best is Kyoto. I think Kyoto, in my opinion, has the best accumulation of all the human inventions, knowledges, arts, just the best thing, in my opinion, in the whole world I have encountered. it's Kyoto. When I retire, I want to retire in Kyoto. But there is a problem. That is, unfortunately, Kyoto, allow me to say so, is decaying. Why? Because even if I really love the culture, arts, the architecture, everything in Kyoto, but today the world is changing very fast. A lot of people, they may lack the ancient historic heritages of Kyoto. They love something new, something fun. They may like esports games or something. They don't really necessarily enjoy the beauty of Kyoto. And also Kyoto has its own opinion how to grow Kyoto's economy in today's world. You cannot always rely on tourists. You cannot always rely on wonderful restaurants, some special Kyoto souvenirs, all these things. That's, in my opinion, that's smart time. And also, that is something you can see the limit. The limit is very, very clear. It's not going to be limitless. Instead, it's just here. It has a ceiling. You cannot exceed that. And also, you see, with the pandemic outbreak, we all realize the world is very dangerous, is very fragile. So what will happen if something similar to this pandemic happens again, when all the business have to shut down for some time? What will Kyoto do? So there is, in my opinion, a solution for this. That is, we can prepare Kyoto for the next, emergency, and also to grow Kyoto for the day-to-day economic model. That is what I want to discuss with you. And really, that is something I feel it can be built. And it can really make Kyoto the center of the world again. What is that? Is as the title of my speech today says, it is Web3. So the core of Web3 is NFT, non-fungible token. So what is a non-fungible token? We all have used money, cash. If you use $1 American, compare $1 American against another American dollar, it's the same, because it's just $1. When you spend it, it's the same purpose, same effect, $1. So that is called fungible token. So this one is the same with that one. A and B can be exchanged. It's the same purpose, same usage. That is called fungible token. But non-fungible token is something cannot be exchanged. For example, here, I'm here, and my friend, Mr. Hoshana, is there, Hoshana-san is there. As human beings, he and I are totally different. That is non-fungible tokens. You cannot exchange him with me with him. No, we are just different. That's non-fungible token. It is actually the mimic of everything in our real-time world to the, to the universe, to the MetaVerse, to the virtual world. So each item, each object, let's say this computer, this bottle of water, can be mapped one-on-one by non-fungible token, by NFT, into the MetaVerse, into the virtual world. That is called NFT. NFT has been there for many years. It's based on blockchain. I think the first time it was demonstrated to people, it was in 2011. In Colorado, United States, someone demonstrated that. So that has started everything, but it took some time to grow until last year. See, last year, you see the upper right, let's say if this way, the upper right corner, that image, Beeper. Beeper is an American digital artist. He actually graduated from my alumni university in US, from Purdue University. His hobby and his career has been making digital arts. Then last year, the March of 2021, he created one NFT based on his digital art, and he auctioned it on Christine auction house. Then he auctioned it in the #1 auction house of the world, Christine. He got in a lot of cryptos, the virtual money, and he cashed out those virtual money. How much he got? He got 69 million US dollars, actually more than 69 million US dollars by this single NFT. It is still today, that's a record, 69 million US dollars, one NFT. And you may ask, what is this NFT? Is that something, if I buy it, then nobody else can see his artwork? Nobody else can really own his artwork. Everyone who wants to see his artwork has to come to me, has to pay me some money. No, it's not like that. NFT is a new property. It's really like, let's see, this speakerphone. The color is black, but there is a new property. In the past, we see the color is black. Now we have a new property. This property is NFT. Then when you buy the NFT to Beeper's artwork, you just own the NFT. You do not own the artwork. All the people in the world, if they want, they can go to the internet, they can Google, they still can see the artwork. But there is just one thing, this thing is a new property of this artwork. That is NFT. This NFT belongs to the person who has paid more than 69 million US dollars for this NFT. Actually, that's an Indian gentleman living in Singapore. He paid a lot of ETHs, Ethereums, which is virtual money, crypto money, which equivalent to more than $16 million. He paid that. He owned this NFT. That's all started everything. So here on this page, you can see there are so many commercial successes of these virtual properties. Imagine, here we are in Kyoto. Kyoto has so many historic temples, shrines, and all these things. Just imagine we issue an NFT for one famous temple or shrine of Kyoto. We auction it, and we make a lot of money. It doesn't mean whoever has purchased this NFT can take that temple back home. It doesn't mean he can take that shrine back home. No. All it means is the NFT attached to that shrine, to that temple, belongs to that person. So it's nice because the temples, the shrines, and all the other beautiful things of Kyoto can still be in Kyoto. And all the people in the world, they still can watch the video or see the picture free online. There is just one thing new called NFT being purchased by whoever who paid the most of the money. And this money goes to Kyoto. So Kyoto makes extra money using NFT. That's a simple example. Here you see there is an NBA Top Shot. What is that? It is NBA's effort using NFT. Essentially, there is, you can think there is really something similar to eBay, or in here we are in Japan, and it's similar to Amazon Japan or Military Japan. NBA is auctioning NFTs. Each NFT is attached to a 30 seconds video. For example, it is Stephen Curry's shot, 3-point shot. It's a 30 seconds video. You buy the NFT to that video. The video is still there. You can view it. Everyone can view it from the internet, from YouTube, and it doesn't belong to you. If someone watches that video, he doesn't need to pay you any money. But that NFT belongs to you. You actually can resell it. For example, you have purchased that NFT to Stephen Curry's video using 10,000 Japanese yen. And you can auction it. You tell people you want to resell it by 1 million Japanese yen. As long as there is someone who is willing to pay that money. So that's the beauty of this thing. That is, the video is still there, the picture is still there, but there is something new called NFT can make extra money for NBA. So NBA is crazy about this new thing called NFT. Actually, not only NFT, not only NBA, actually in football world, in the soccer world, this year is the FIFA World Cup. Actually, FIFA is working with a blockchain company, is a public chain company, building FIFA's NFT marketplace. So when World Cup comes in about 45 days from now in Qatar, FIFA is going to auctioning all the NFTs attached to the exciting moments of the World Cup. So when you buy the NFTs, it doesn't mean you own that moment, but you own the NFT attached to that moment. That's extra money to FIFA. So that's the beauty. It's just creating extra income for FIFA. That's what I have been thinking. We have to use a similar logic, a similar model, similar technology to make extra income for Kyoto. Yeah, here actually on this example, there are big successes here. The biggest success so far is that board app Yachid Club. That one is, the value is more than $5 billion US dollars. Certainly it's fluctuating up and down, but it's still the biggest success so far. Just about 1.5 years ago, some people in US, in Los Angeles, in Florida, they did not know each other. They just got to know each other from the internet, and they formed this project. They hired someone, a young girl from Japan, from China, living in New York, created this image, the ape image. Now, this project is more than $5 billion US dollars, and it's still growing. Another thing I want to explain is that Axie. See, the Axie, it's a project started by some young people in Vietnam. He's 27 years old, with his co-founder, his teams from Norwegian, from all over the world, in Vietnam. They created this Axie. It's a game. In the game, each monster is an NFT. So if you want to play this game, you need to purchase the NFT. If you want to kill the monster, you need to purchase the weapon, which is an NFT. It's a sensational phenomenon. It was extremely popular last year in Vietnam, in Philippines, because during the pandemic, a lot of people did not have job. They did not have income. But when you play this game, exit, then you can make money. The more you play, the more money you make. It doesn't mean you need to kill a lot of monsters in order to make money. No. It's as long as you play this game, you make money. It's so simple. So to people in Philippines and Vietnam, if each month they can make more than 1,000 US dollars, 2,000 US dollars, that's good enough. They can use that money to support their family. So this game became extremely popular starting from last year. It started a whole trend called GameFi, game finance. That's extra thing for game. It's giving extra income for gaming companies. Extra. So that's what we are talking about, extra income for Kyoto. And then finally, I want to say on top, there is stipend. Stipend has been popular in Japan because here in Japan, we all work a lot. Each day I live in Tokyo. I love taking the subways, JRs in Tokyo. So each day I work a lot. I work more than 10,000 steps on the average per day. So this project, stipend, is converting your steps, your work, into income for you. If you each day you work, each day you run, you can make money. As simple as that. This is the most successful Web3 project this year. Actually, has generated billions of dollars for the whole community, starting from sometime early this year. So as long as its slogan is move to earn, you move, which is you run or you work, then you make money. So the definition of Web3, because we want to go back to the fundamental things. When we started our first www company back in 1994, we did not realize it would go this big time. But today is Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. What's the difference? Web 1, if you are as old as me, you will remember, it's just a website. It's www, providing information to you. That's Web 1. But gradually, there came Web 2. For example, Facebook. Facebook, you can post, you can talk to your friends. And at the same time, they can talk to you, they can post as well. So that's Web 2. But then Web 3 is a coming thing, which is honorable, which is about value. Because in Web 1 and Web 2, you do not own the information. You do not own the data. That's a problem. For example, all of us use Facebook. All of us have made Facebook so successful. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. But as a user, we do not get anything. We just get convenience to exchange with our friends. Then Web3 is here to solve this problem. Web3 is really about, you own the data and use this data. You can make money. That is Web3. Web3's fundamental building block is NFT. And Web3 is in parallel with MetaVerse. Because we talk about MetaVerse. Here, outside exhibitors, there are companies, exhibition MetaVerse. But MetaVerse really is built on top of Web3 technology. It is a Web3 technology that is building the economic model for MetaVerse. MetaVerse is a universe we are going to live in. But the economic model is built on top of Web3. That is why Web3 is so key and is getting so popular. And here we also want to mention DAO, DAO, but let's just talk about this very quickly. It's a governance body You can think it's really kind of like a Congress, but the thing is, each member can has its own word to do the decision. The DAO actually is built. Ideally, DAO will be using programming to decide things instead of using the human beings to decide things. That's DAO. It's really the governing body. And that the economic model. Here I want to quickly talk about our model for football, because football is also difficult. Comparing to Kyoto, football is very complicated and it's very difficult. We try to help football using our craze to earn model, which is, as a football fan, the more engage into the football. For example, you go to watch a game, you talk about the game, you actually predict the game outcome, you do some beer drinking with your friends. All these things are counted as your contribution to football. The more contribution, the more engagements you do to football, the more income you get. That's the business model. That's the model we want to introduce to Kyoto, because the model has to be beneficial to the users. If you just ask people, hey, please make a contribution to football, please make a contribution to Kyoto, well, maybe for 1 month they can do this. But the more they do, the more they are going to feel bored. They have to worry about their own life. They have a family to support. They have other fun things to play with. So we really need to have a model that is bring benefits to all the users. So that's a model, to earn model. That's the model we want to build for Kyoto. We have done some experiments since last year with help of my Japanese friends. So we have built a so-called MetaVerse for Japan. Really, there is this is a going code. So if you, let's say, when we buy the Goshoin, you go to a shrine and temple to buy the Goshoin. But in this case, we really want you can buy the NFT of Goshoin instead of buying the Goshoin physically from a temple. You can get on the internet, get on the blockchain, buying an NFT version of Goshoin. That's one thing we have started, starting from last September, more than 1 year ago. And we even have worked with a famous chef in Tokyo to do the sushi NFT. When you all this, these are the sushis you cannot eat. These are the NFTs for sushi. Actually, this collection was quite successful. And this is a maple leaf. Right now, the maple leaf season is coming. And we last year already built such an application. You can upload your favorite maple leaf pictures, and we are going to turn that into NFTs for you. Then you can play with it, you can collect it, you can resell the NFTs. We just don't care how you are going to do with your NFTs, but we make the NFTs based on your favorite maple leaf pictures. And for this year's New Year's greeting, we did something which is with a Japanese gaming company. So it's a game. Really, most of the fans are female users. You can send NFT greetings to the heroes in the game. And the heroes in the game can send you back the greetings in NFTs. So that's one thing we did. We have done a lot of experiments successfully here in Japan. So we feel this is time for us to really grow a complete business model based on all the experiments we have done, which is the play NFT to earn for Kyoto. That is, we try to make NFTs to be your own proof. You can think it's a membership of you to Kyoto. If you own one NFT, which means you become the member of Kyoto. And then whatever you have done, your engagements, you have been here in Kyoto, you have been to a Kyoto restaurant, you have gone to a hotel in Kyoto, you have gone to a shrine, a temple in Kyoto. All these things theoretically can be recorded on the NFT. And even you are in, for example, in US, you really love Kyoto. You do something, you write something, you say you really like the gardens of Kyoto. You post some pictures. All these things can be recorded on the NFTs. You know, yesterday it was Steve Jobs' 11 years anniversary. He died 11 years ago. Steve Jobs, when he was alive, he was a big fan of Kyoto. He has been to Kyoto many times. When he was not in Kyoto, he loved talking about Kyoto to other people. So theoretically, we can put all this coming to Kyoto, visiting to Kyoto, talking about Kyoto, reposting for Kyoto, all these things, purchasing souvenirs of Kyoto. We can make everything recorded on the NFT. And then, based on your contribution, you will be awarded token. That is, you are going to get benefits. So instead of just doing promotion for Kyoto, you actually are going to get something back. You are going to get tokens which can be changed into money, Japanese yen, American dollar. So as a fan of Kyoto, the more you engage with Kyoto, the more you do with Kyoto, you're going to get rewarded. You're going to get benefits. So you're going to get more encouragements. This is the way to encourage you to do more things for Kyoto. This is the economic model. Instead of just, we love Kyoto. Let's say something nice about Kyoto. Let's visit Kyoto when we have a chance. That's one way. But we want to build is a mutual beneficial way. So this is a long-lasting way. Imagine, even people in Argentina, in Brazil, they can become fans of Kyoto. They can actually promote Kyoto because not only they love Kyoto, but also by promoting for Kyoto, they are going to get paid. They're going to get rewarded. And the Kyoto is going to get more money from selling the NFTs, from the tokens. Yesterday, I heard the Japanese Prime Minister has again, actually has said many times about promoting Web3, MetaVerse in Japan. That's the future of Japan, which I really, really admired his strategic thinking. I really think so, because Japan has so many wonderful, wonderful assets, thousands of years of assets. And Japanese technology is such admirable technology in the whole world. But unfortunately, since mobile internet, Japan has been lagging behind. So it's time to really, embrace, grasp the Web3 technology, MetaVerse technology, to do something to rejuvenate Japan. Then Kyoto, which is already influenced all over the world, that's a very good starting point, especially if the model can not only bring benefits to Kyoto, but also bring benefits to all the people who are willing to help Kyoto. So this is, again, a mutual way. Someone in Argentina, someone in Holland, someone in England, China, wherever, they help Kyoto. By helping Kyoto, they are going to get rewards. They're going to get benefits. So it's a mutual beneficial way. That's the economic model we try to build. Kyoto Web3, that's the thing we feel is the way to really help Kyoto. Again, the traditional way, having tourists. You do not want to have too many tourists in Kyoto, right? when you have millions of tourists here, you're going to feel, the life has been intruded. So you just want to have enough tourists, not too many. And also, if you just sell the souvenirs, there are just so many people in the world, they are influenced by Kyoto. They want to buy the souvenirs. And actually, unfortunately, that income is very limited. So I heard, unfortunately, Kyoto government actually has been bankrupt or will be bankrupt because the limited income. And also with the society is becoming aging, the young people is not so many young people, and we have to find other way to make long-lasting, sustainable economic model for Kyoto. And the model, I feel right now, the tangible way, the long-lasting way, and the sizable model is the Web3 model. The other model, maybe we can do, for example, if we make a movie about Kyoto, so nice, really like Lost in Translation again, maybe there will be people who are willing to come to Kyoto a couple of times more, or maybe they want to buy something, but that's not enough. That's far from enough. The important thing is we build a sustainable economic model. So our suggestion is we build this economic model based on Web3. We have a governance body based on DAO, so which is going to be transparent and which is going to be very fair. So all the users of the DAO will govern the DAO instead of one power play, when someone with superpower can control the DAO. No, DAO is something really we all of us can make our voice count. That's governance body. And then we need to build exchanges, the exchanges for Kyoto NFTs, the exchanges for Kyoto tokens. So people from all over the world can really benefit by buying and reselling the NFTs and the tokens of Kyoto. In football world, right now we have done that. There is a token, and then there have been tokens based on the parent token. The clubs like Juventus, Lazio, Valencia, AC Milan, all these football clubs, they have their own tokens based on the parent token. So we really want to build an exchange platform which we are going to have a Kyoto token. On top of that, there are going to be this temple's token, that shrines token, that special craftsman's token, all the different sorts of token, all on top of the Kyoto's parent token. And same thing with NFTs. So this way, we have the economic model. So even people living in Argentina, living in South Africa, they can participate. They can help Kyoto to promote Kyoto, and at the same time, they can make money for themselves. The important thing is they can also make money by helping Kyoto. That's the message. Building a model so that all the people from the world can benefit by helping Kyoto. That's our whole logic. I know it's a grand idea. It's such a big idea. It's not easy to build. This is my contact. You are very welcome to add me on Telegram or WeChat. We can talk. But the Web3 world really happens very, very fast. The richest Chinese guy in the whole world is someone called Zhao Changpeng. 5 years ago, he was Mr. Nobody. Actually, he got to know me many years ago, but I never paid attention to him. But in 5 years, he owns more than 30 billion US dollars because he started a token exchange. He's the most successful token exchange in the whole world. It tells us in the Web3 world, everything happens very fast. So I really believe we can together build a very, very successful economic model in a very short amount of time. Not the Japanese way, like 10 years, 20 years. No, allow me to say so. I think within 3 years, we can build a very successful economic model to help Kyoto and to help all of us. Thank you. That's all I want to talk about.